Hi, again, Carol K. Perry at the Sturgeon River in Indian River, Michigan. Out here fishing with my husband Charlie, and guess where Carol ended up? Yeah, you should know me by now. At the rock bed. Why? Because for some oddball reason, I have some affinity for rocks. Go figure. And I don't mean just diamonds. I mean Petoskey stones. So, Charlie was sweet enough. He bought this, I think it was like $4 net for me. And we thought that it would probably work out well for the rocks that I don't want to have to reach down for. And maybe in the future I'll put a little extension on it. But I think we should go for a rock hunt. What do you guys think? I don't know what it is that I find so alluring about this. I don't know if it's just the sound of the rushing water and that it feels so peaceful and serene and yet alive and exciting. You know, I'm not sure if that's the allure or the fact that I can pick up a stone. Oh, here we go. Here's something. Can you see that? All right. I can pick up a stone and take it home and clean it up and make it beautiful. And it's just, you know, bringing something to fruition that wasn't before. That may be a dud. That's a dud. So since the water is up from last week substantially, you know, the log that I kind of took a break on, I don't know if I posted that on Facebook, but was just a little bit past, probably about 5 feet this side of where my fishing pole is laying down right now. And this entire area was not covered in water. And how that's worked out well is that there's a lot of these stones that have been out in the sun after having a little bit of algae on them. Here's a good example of that. And since now they're being doused with water, especially the ones that have some fast-moving water, it's starting to uncover what they are again without having to trudge through the water and stir up the muck. So I'm going to leave these alone most likely, because once you start stirring it up, you can't see a doggone thing because the water gets too mucky. But these that you can see are starting to be rinsed off nicely are ones that we can look at. So again, I'm looking for a definitive, oh look, check that out. Can you see it? I have to hang it on my net. I stuck it under my armpit so I could pick this up. Oh, that's sweet. That's a really good one. Sorry, little whatever you are. I know. Can you see how these guys hang on? I don't know if they're tadpoles, but they just kind of hang on to the surface of the rock. So I'm wiping them off so that they can find another place to live. I don't want to take their life and upset the ecosystem any more than I have to. But I do want to pull out the awesome Petoskey stones and take them home and make them even more beautiful. A bug of some sort. Let's give him another home. Yeah. See that one? You can see some of the detail on the back, and then the front with those definitive pits. That's what gives you those really nice eyes whenever it's cleaned up. That tend to have, you know, the way that the coral fans around it in the little ridges. It's just gorgeous. Now let's check out Charlie's technique. I tried the fly fishing rod earlier myself, and there's a trick to it. The biggest trick is staying out of the tree. You can see how it flips close to the tree. But aside from that, I guess the idea is to get the fly ahead of the line so that it floats downstream and it rests nicely on the water so that it looks like a mosquito. That's what he has tied on right now. It just landed. And after that mosquito landed, he's just resting and floating down the river. So while he's doing his thing, I'll try not to upset his fishing. And I'll stay kind of out of the way. I'm just going to take a peek. You can see that's where there's a little bit of a drop off there, and the current gets a little more swift, and that stuff over there has more sediment that's mucky. So I'm going to concentrate on these areas and see what kind of fabulous rocks we can find today. And earlier when I shot a little bit of video, again, I'm not sure if I'm going to post it. I wasn't sure that we were even going to be able to make it across this. But there was a little bit of a higher spot right here. That's only, I don't know, probably a little deeper than Charlie is in right now. Probably thigh deep on him. So we just hung on to one another and made it across with no issue. Of course, I don't think he needed to hang on to me as much as I needed to hang on to him. But that's what teamwork's all about, right? And they're just